That was fun. Let's see. I got this in like, you know how you have dark mode. I'm trying to go back to my darkness, my dark mode, and I don't know how the hell to get back to that. It's bright as hell and I can't see.
It's in the bottom right corner.
Bottom
It's
right
gonna be
corner. All I see is news.
go further down there.
Go
It
further
should be
down. Oh, I didn't scroll down. I didn't know I had to scroll down on the side. See? Oh, there it goes. Okay, because I was like, man, hello, all, and welcome to the Hill Turn Podcast. I'm over here like squinting, eyes over here hurting.
oh
Dang,
yeah.
see?
What
And
I
I'm so
see
hurt.
that for?
I hung up Taz. I know you can't see him, but I hung up Taz over there. I probably got to bring him closer, but it's cool. I finally
You
had to
could be
bring Taz up there.
you could play. Hey, cool. He got me on the wall back here.
Yeah, look, man, I need Taz to get him and his son need to get it together. No, I lied. Him and his son need to leave. There it goes. I have to clarify. Him and his son
You
just need to
need
straight up
to
leave.
leave.
Him and his son need to straight up leave.
And she
Hey,
walking in their locker room. You need to leave. When I see
Dad,
Ricky start.
when I see Ricky Starks, you need to leave. I mean, and the people that leave WWE, I feel like you will strive in AEW. A matter of fact, we're gonna get to that in a quick second. But hello, all, and welcome to the Heel Turn Podcast. I'm your host Isaiah Jackson Jr. Devin Lee Crimes alongside me, Devin. Devin, how you doing today?
Pretty fantastic. I can't complain. Everything is going accordingly to plan.
Devin. Well, first off, before I do this, Justin says, "What's good, fellas? Happy Hump Day." We got the boss sliding through, and I got Justin, the boss. We got to put Devin on trial here. We got to put Devin on trial because we talked about Devin having this hatred towards AEW. This, like, every time he wakes up, he's just mad that it exists. You know, it just makes his day worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of hurting him that it's on right now, honestly. So when you think, so now when we're looking at it, every time WWE comes to town, as soon as they announce it, Devin sends me a picture of his ticket. Devin said, "Oh, you know where I'm going. You know where I'm going. You know where I'm going. Okay, cool. That's fine." Devin, I have a question. How many WWE events have you been to in the past 2 years? How many WWE events have you been to in the past 2 years?
What you talking about?
How many how many WWE events have you been to in the last 2 years?
About four.
Okay. Uh how many
Surprisingly.
AEW events have you been to in the past 2 years?
Well, if we count this year, which we
Whoa,
still
whoa,
have some
time
dates
out.
on the
I said in 2 years. Out of 2 years.
from this day going back 2 years, or just in general. Just a 2 year window span
Yeah, 2 year windows from the
that I
time you
visited.
were elderly now to when you were elderly 2 years ago.
Oh well, none yeah.
None, none. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Four is greater than none. Okay, cool. So look, if I had to count how many times, man, they fired the man in Chicago. The shirt that you're wearing right
What
now.
shirt? What shirt?
You mean to tell me that
A white
Pepsi
t-shirt.
Phil even showed up in AEW on multiple occasions in Chicago, and this man had failed to show up? Am I correct?
Yes, you are.
Why do you hate AEW? Like, why don't you want to go? Why is it
Yeah.
burning you to go to
Yeah.
an AEW event? They're there
I'm gonna
right
stand on
now.
the stand. I'm standing on the stand. Look. Do I look taller? Do I look taller? Because that's,
Slightly.
that's all the business. That's all the business I'm standing on. Because ain't nobody scared. You put me on trial a few years ago, and we got through that thing. Now look, I don't hate AEW. I just, they grew on me, and then they kind of pushed me away. Now I'm trying to get pulled back in, which they're doing. I thought Forbidden Door was pretty good. I had it off in the far corner of my room, but I was still watching that thing. I might have skipped the Young Bucks and the Acclaim because I just didn't care, but that didn't affect the rest of the show. Now, the point I'm trying to make here is I don't understand this accusation on my hate for AEW when I literally invest every 2 hours of my Wednesday nights to AEW. I could just go off and go outside and touch grass. I could go out and reach for the sky, whatever I want to do. But no, I come home from work a long 8 hours and I sit in front of my iPad because I don't want to put it on the biggest screen and watch AEW Dynamite. I may not catch Rampage, I may not catch Collision because by the time the pay-per-view roll around, I'll be caught up. Now, the reason I didn't go and the reason why I go to so many WWE events is because, look, man, look, I was bullied for, first of all, I'm going to flip the script. I'm the victim here. I used to watch wrestling from the comfort of my home. And then I was bullied by this man here, Isaiah Jackson Jr., into going to these things in the first place. I was cool with the house shows. They right down the street. I ain't got to burn a lot of gas and all that to get there. I don't need an iPass. But this man, why don't you go to the SmackDown? They come to your sound. You always talk about John Cena don't throw up. You don't throw up. So I started showing up, And when I was a kid, I used to want to see the big old pyro and stuff. And I was like, man, Dad, it'd be cool if it did like they do on TV. And he told me, yeah, it'd be cool. We got to run up out of here. And that stuck with me. So every time I go to one, I'm like, you know what? I manifested this, and here it is in front of me. I didn't really grow up going, I can't wait to go to an AEW event. So it just...
Well, you couldn't. It
wasn't enough. But look. I'm going to give you Exhibit B for me. That was a big loaded Exhibit A.
I got a question. But
wait.
Well, you said that was Exhibit A. I need a question before you get to Exhibit B. But before you get to Exhibit B, Justice said all snapped this order in the court, fully expecting the I want the truth, followed by Devin with the you can't handle the truth. I'm telling you, it's coming. I'm telling you. But I got a question. You said there was no AEW events to go to, when growing up. How many TNA events did you go to?
Don't do this. Because wait a minute. You weren't even watching TNA. You can't.
I wasn't watching.
I was at least in their viewership. I was one of them people watching the product. You weren't even thinking about it. The only time you knew about TNA is if you heard somebody talking about it in the lunchroom and you still didn't care. You chewed
but I admitted it.
You wouldn't have to hear.
But I admitted it. You are just
and I'm admitting that these accusations is false because I like AEW. I just didn't want to spend hours in traffic because of 4th of July traffic in Chicago, in the heart of Chicago at that. At least Allstate Arena is outside of Chicago, so I can just go around that thing. Over there, I got to go in them trenches just to, sit there and sweat with AEW fans. No offense, I'm just saying because it's hot outside.
That is the...
Now look, the next time that they are in town and there's not a holiday going on, 4th of July happens every 4th of July. I will be there because there'd be less traffic. Your boy just wasn't ready for that smoke right now. The Friday Night SmackDown kind of wore me out.
I gotta tell you something.
Yeah, stop it. Don't do this.
You
gotta understand.
No, I don't. That is the biggest low.
Hear me out.
Of the wettest barnacles, bro, I have ever heard in my life, man. You said you didn't want to go to an AEW event because also, and this is what threw me off, is the July 3rd excuse. Well, when they're closing the holidays, and I just don't want to be stuck in that Chicago traffic. And but
I looked on the map, that whole thing was red.
But you knew if Pepsi Phil was there, you would have made an appearance. Am I lying? You knew if Dwayne Johnson was there on a Friday Night SmackDown, you would have been stuck in that Chicago traffic, waiting, doing that as Dwayne Johnson is making his way to the ring in excitement. I'm sorry, you did. I was pulling this off. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm sorry. Exhibit B.
I can't defend myself. Look, I can't do this, man. Look. Tell me when AEW got The Rock. Tell me when AEW. Got some Jacob Fatu coming out of nowhere, stuff that it wasn't even advertised to me. Now, look, besides that whole point, I'm telling you, the next time they are in Chicago, look, we putting it in stone somewhere. The next time and I ain't talking about that WoW arena because that's even further. I ain't going all the way to Cicero. Just not, because I might as well get a hotel, and I love AEW, but not that much. Next time they come to this Wintrust Arena here, good old 50 minutes or 40 minutes away from me, depending on traffic, I'll be there. I'm not gonna be there today at this current moment.
I don't
And
know.
look at this. I was putting the hill turn first. How that happen? I'm jumping in
putting the
front of
heel
this
turn
for the
first.
hill turn.
You're doing
And
this
I'm
so you
being-
won't watch AEW. This is it's all coming together now.
No, I can do that and do the hill turn. See, that's the thing. If I was there, I couldn't do the hill turn because that'd be somebody's gonna take my phone. Then I gotta take them outside and run away.
Oh, and what? Come outside. Let's talk. Just run away from him.
And then I run.
Just get outside and run away. That's nuts.
You want to waste my time? I'm finna waste your time.
I'm gonna take you outside and run away.
But look,
That's
I
nuts.
promise you, look, y'all can hold me right now. Like I said, if they come to the win, that's how we gonna check it. Win Trust Arena, I'm there. I'm not going to whatever. I'm just not doing it because that's a trip.
I'm gonna talk it over with the jury. We can see if Devin's innocent or guilty or not. The verdict, we're trying to decide if Devin hates AEW. Let's decide if Devin hates AEW. The justice says Devin's got a point. How he's gonna be at AEW? How he's gonna be at an AEW show in the heel turn at the same time? See, that's the thing. That's the excuse.
Right.
He ain't showed up to the event. This is last minute. Devin, when did I text you, or when did we talk about doing this show today?
I mean, it was in the works. You just happened to compose the text today.
I just happened to compose the text today. So you found out today that we wanted to do the podcast when 2 weeks ago, when you corrected me in saying, well, they don't show up till 2 weeks.
Well, because see, first you was trying to come for me going, AEW in Chicago, where you at? Then I'm looking, I'm like, wait a minute, not even here yet. But see, the thing is, was playing is that it was gonna be the 4th of July tomorrow. That was already planned.
The 4th of July.
I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Reaching.
AEW just
the
ain't
4th of July.
They're not lighting that fire in my stomach to the point where I'm really sit and stop and go traffic with a half charge AC. I just can't do it. I barely wanted to do it for SmackDown. And like I said, I was gonna be in them trenches.
Justice says the verdict, case dismissed. I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to call. We're just gonna call them guilty just in general. We're just gonna call them guilty in general. Okay.
The case dismissed.
Your punishment: you got to spend 30 minutes in a room with Tony Khan talking about wrestling. That's what it is. That's your punishment. That's your punishment. It's 30 minutes in a room with Tony Khan talking about wrestling.
The only thing I'm gonna get out of that is that I'm gonna start twitching every time somebody says the word great.
Why? Is it because you hate AEW?
No, because apparently to him everything is great, and I'm gonna have to hear that for 30 minutes.
Oh, you hate Tony Khan. You don't hate AEW.
I do not hate Tony Khan. I hate some of the things Tony Khan does. I hate some of his actions. I hate some of his decisions. That does not reflect my true opinion on the man, because I don't know him personally, but I do know I see his decisions in my face in the public, so that's what I can judge, not his character.
That's why
He's
y'all
probably
need
a dope
30
guy.
minutes. That's why y'all need 30 minutes in the room. Where it's like, let me tell you about Aleister Black taking on Will Ospreay, and let me tell you about this 30-minute match that's gonna take place. You are gonna lose your mind. You might just end up crying.
Listen. If he ain't listen to CM Punk or William Reeves, Cody Rhodes, I'm saying that Cody Rhodes was in his ear going, I don't think we should be doing this. I'm just saying, I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of people that could give good advice, and if they haven't really taken it, then I don't think they listening. I'd be talking to a brick wall. And it's no disrespect to him. I just don't think that'll be a really constructive 30 minutes.
It's crazy. Usually
maybe we'll play AEW Fight Forever.
Yeah, I was like, usually when we do the podcast, I usually feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. You feel me?
What do you mean?
He said, "What do you mean?" Oh no, I just wanted to see. I just wanted to throw that out there. I was just playing.
Because if anything, this says a lot more about you. Because why you arguing with brick walls? Then why you coming at brick walls? Why you taking a brick wall to trial? See what I'm saying? How you expect a brick wall?
Why you taking a brick wall to trial? Why you taking a brick wall to trial? Literally insane. Well, how about this?
Justified error.
How about this? Let's take somebody else to trial. Justice said, "Who called this crooked jury?" Hey man, hey, we don't make the laws. We just enforce them. and I enforce this
Yeah.
man to be guilty. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Hey man, look at him. He
Man,
look guilty. Look at him.
wait till we get this man on trial. It's gonna be a
Look
quick
at him.
breakup.
You look,
Quick.
you look like you look like
He
you grew
gonna
up with
step.
New Jack.
He. I don't know if that's a good or a bad
I
thing.
don't know. That's a good word of that. I was like, look at him. He was like, this is a villain. This man's already a.
I'm
He just
like,
grew up
dang.
a villain.
I'm like, dang. I look that menacing.
Even right, yeah. I was like, even New Jack was like, bro, I gotta walk the other way, man. I gotta move sidewalks. He was like, this dude Devin crazy, man.
Yeah, I could intimidate New Jack. Then man, I don't know. I probably think I'm Thanos at that point.
I probably think I'm Thanos. I probably think I'm Thanos at that point. Hey, well, let's put somebody else on the jury. How about this? Devin, can you see this?
Yes, I can.
Mercedes
Sorry.
Mone was talking about why she left WWE on Hot 97. This is coming from Hot 97. This isn't plug or promo. I'm just doing this so they don't plug, so they don't flag me. This is coming from Hot 97. Shout out to them, but yeah, whatever. Sure, get your money. Mercedes Moné was talking about why she left WWE. So let's get before we get into it. Justice says a large majority of us have come to the conclusion that Tony just booked for himself. He basically turned into Vince McMahon in a way. He just won't admit it. That is real. That is real. Justin, you dropped a bomb on us that we are gonna have to get to in a minute, just because this uh, amazing individual.
Drop the bomb on me.
I was thinking about playing the music, but I wasn't gonna play the music. But this wonderful lady is gonna talk to
Respectfully.
Mercedes Moné and explain what the hell was going on and why she left WWE. Your thoughts, Devin? I'm sorry, I thought you were gonna say something.
Oh, I was just saying respectfully.
Respectfully, yes, yes. So you agree? Okay, cool. All right, here they go.
There's so many reasonings.
Oh, okay.
But the biggest thing is just listening to my heart and my soul. Something didn't felt right that day. How we were talked to didn't settle in my heart, and I just instantly knew, like, if I wasn't gonna take control of my life right here and now, then I was never going to be happy there by having someone talk to me the way that they do, or feeling like you just don't belong. Like, okay, I've been doing this for 14 years, and to feel like as this low, my soul's like, no, get up, go.
That's a
Go.
big decision,
Yeah,
though.
it was the hardest decision.
I mean,
WWE was always my dream when I was 10 years old. So to be with that company for 10 years and to walk out was the hardest decision I've ever made in my whole life. But it's now the greatest decision I've ever made, because where I am today, the TBS champion, the highest paid woman in women's wrestling history.
come on. I was going
Thank
to
you,
ask
Kev.
if that's
Thank
true.
you, Tony.
Yes.
Thank you, AEW. And I can just go on and on of all these amazing opportunities that have happened since I listened to my heart and just walked out. I walked out of that door and I walked into so many more doors that were open for me. So it's a beautiful thing. When one door closes, or when one door they want to push you out of it, just know that there's so many doors, there's so many keys waiting for you to grab to go open those doors and opportunities. So you have to go out there and get it. And know it's okay to be afraid.
Yeah.
It's okay to be afraid.
right.
It's okay to make mistakes, because that's how you grow. That's how you learn. And these past 2 years is where I've grown the most, and it's the
Wow.
most fulfilling feeling in the world.
I can't take this anymore. I can't take this anymore.
It was you. I'm trying to listen intently. Here you is.
Bro,
Come
this
on,
is
man.
the more she kept talking, bro. I just couldn't take it anymore. And that's just, I ain't never heard that whole thing. Literally, I just seen the caption and I wanted to play it. That made me want to vomit. Devin, I'm gonna go off on a tangent. I can already feel it. I want you to go off on your tangent, because you were the first one to just be like, no, like this isn't working for me. This is a no for me, brother. Your thoughts on her whole response here on why she left WWE?
Um, as I regain my composure, it's not due to what she said. It's just this man and his mannerisms. But from what she started with this, in terms of her decision to leave WWE, that I won't argue against, because I mean, that's, I can't say, like, however that went backstage that day at that Monday Night Raw, however they were talked to, I can't attest to that. And if however it was, made her to that point where she was willing to just walk away from WWE, then that's the decision she made. But in terms of AEW, just I don't have a problem with her being in AEW. I really don't. I don't have a problem with Mercedes Mone, the entire thing. It's just my issue with it is like it doesn't feel like it knows what it is in a sense. Like I get it now. She has 2 championships, which if they got to it a bit better would be fine. I just think that's kind of insane. 3 matches in, now you got 2 belts. Like, all right, that's just like Roman being tribal chief on like day one. But you know what? That's another tangent. It's tough for me because I'm still a huge fan of her. I wish that her entry into AEW was a lot better than what it's been. Because coming in and she was still already hurt, kind of cooled it off from the get go. Because she just now got to just talk and get beat up in the dark because she can't compete at that time. And I don't know. It's just like now she already, like I said, where she is now after 2 matches or so. I think that's kind of quick. But then I can see somebody arguing where, well, you don't want to sit there and waste the time. And I'm like, well, at the same time, you should find a medium and know if she's going to be a face or a heel. Because first she was a heel. Now I'm thinking I don't know. People was born when she won. That's the thing. The identity is just a crisis. In my tangent. I think I went the PG way.
I think I went the PG way. No, I feel you. No.
Now. I think she's entitled.
Yeah, bro, that was the most spoiled response, bro. I can't stand it. Like that, it proved me everything right that I said. What and you we talked about that before we went on air. You mentioned that I said like a while ago that it's when she walked out of WWE that she every time she doesn't get her way she's complaining. She's not coming back anytime soon. Got a problem with creative. She's always upset about something, and then she finally walks out. Yeah, okay, you're gonna see some success because you are a good wrestler. I'm not gonna say you're the greatest wrestler right now. I put Rhea Ripley over you for sure. If I put her in WWE right now, sure, okay. Like I don't really care too much honestly at this point because of the talent that's there. But the AEW's women's roster is something that needs to be worked on right now. It's something that needs to improve, and some of them are injured right now. Shout out to Jamie Hayter, the dog. But so when you're looking at look, I'm sorry, I have to throw it out there. It's been 400 plus days, but it's honestly, she just oh my goodness, she just sounds like that popular. She just sounds like she peaked in high school. Like it just sounded. And let me tell you, it's just so fulfilling, and everything that I do, and just the hard work and the sacrifice, and shut the hell up. Like I don't care. I really don't care. Like you really show me how spoiled and entitled you are when at meet and greets you over here yelling at fans for simple questions. When you're like when in WWE, you're barely showing up because you're upset at the minor things that's popping up. And then on top of that, your promos suck. I can put anybody up there and tell them to do a Miss America promo. Hell, Lola Vices did one yesterday. So, it doesn't really matter at that point. So, honestly, she is so overrated. And of course I'm one of the highest paid women's wrestlers in the world. Thank you, Tony. Oh my god. If I was just imagine if I was Willow Nightingale, bro, and I'm just saying this, I wouldn't necessarily do this. I would just say this if, I had cojones. But man, if I was Willow Nightingale, bro, and I heard that and I had a match against her, that Samoan drop to be mad. That Samoan drop to be mean, bro. Vicious, yeah, highest paid, yeah, feel that. That's the highest paid Samoan drop, feel that. It's what it is. Rap about that, Snoop Dogg. So I'm gonna go crazy. Honestly, she sounds entitled. She sounds childish, and she just sounds like she expects things because she's the best and she's good at what she. No, you're just all right. You're just good. Like I said, put you in WWE, put you above. I'm gonna put you above Rhea Ripley. Hell, I think Bayley's putting in great work. I think I'll put her up there with Tiffany Stratton maybe. But yeah, I'm being disrespectful. It is what it is. But honestly, I just don't. I just don't see the hype around Mercedes Monet. She pisses me off. She irritates me, and she's one of those people. She's one of those celebrities that I know for a fact, 100%. If they, oh my God, Mercedes Monet is standing outside your house, I don't care. I don't give a damn. I will not go out there. I don't want your autograph. I don't want to meet you. I don't want to see you. Matter of fact, get the hell out of my parking lot. You know, like I don't want to see you. Like that's just me personally. That's just how I feel. Devin Lee Crimes.
Well, man, this man left the kitchen steaming. Pause. I don't know if that could be taken in any weird way. Man, I will say one thing. Okay, if they did tell me she was outside, I might go outside. You know, I can't really pass
Mercedes Monet outside your house. Before they even finish the sentence, you ever see that meme, that Simpsons kid that fly through the window?
I'm like, we needed a new one anyway. Open the windows.
You gonna be like one of those cartoons where it had that little silhouette through the wall. You don't even go through the door.
Kool-Aid man, the opposite.
That's so crazy.
Oh yeah, I'm outside in the street. But yeah, I wouldn't pass that up. Look, when you go back to when you had your thoughts, which kind of are the same now, on her when she was in WWE having issues. It's like there, I would hear it. I'm like, well, you know what? WWE at that time was a mess, and you could attest to some of the issues that they were having. I'm not saying that now it's perfect and it's just a wonderful place now. Like there's still issues now, but I don't know, when she's in AEW, and I get it, in the interview they were asking about WWE, so of course she's gonna answer about it. It's just to come out like you said, like, oh, I'm the highest paid, women's wrestler. Thank you, Tony. Like it's just stuff like that. I don't really need. I don't need that. Just show that in whatever eyes you bring into and your matches and your promos. And like you said, the promos ain't been really good. That's one thing about WWE. They can kind of see something that you suck at and do a good job at polishing your turd. In AEW, it's just
hiding it or polishing your turd. Sure, yeah, I'll go pick one or the other. I said hiding it, polishing your turd. Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, because it's still gonna be there, but they'll make it. They'll try to do what they can to it. It'll still stink to some people. You smell that? Hey, no, man, that's the power of pine saw, baby. But like they don't have none of that at AEW. They don't have no pine saw. It's just if it stink, it's gonna stink, and ain't nobody gonna sit there and go, probably don't do that again, because that's not really your strength. And that's what I'm saying. And the issue is, like I said, is she a face or is she a heel? Face wouldn't come up there and go, I'm the highest paid, wrestler. Thank you, Tony. That ain't a face. That's a heel type of move. Because I'm not supposed to really rock with it. What if you a face, you wouldn't do that? That's the issue with AEW. Nobody know. They always like, oh, you don't need to tell people what to think. You kind of do if you're telling a story. But I forgot, it's if I want my cinema, I go somewhere else.
Well, Justin also says the one thing that makes no sense to me, at least, is she spent all that time in WWE, yet that one moment is the one that causes her to leave. Absolutely no way it was just that. He also goes on to say, telling you now, that match with Mercedes and Britt is going to be a disaster. The attitude and egos the two have has all of the odds of turning into a Hangman and Punk, maybe even Punk in the Elite. Honestly, you got a point. And that's the thing. Like, I think both of them are overrated. Like, I think both of them are. I think they're the opposite. I think Mercedes can wrestle but can't talk. I think Britt can talk but can't wrestle. So I think they're the complete opposite of each other. So if they don't have a banging man, that's the thing. Mercedes Moné, she's not CM Punk. That's the problem. If she's gonna be a cancer in the locker room, she'll admit, hey, I'm a cancer in the locker room. As long as I got these belts over my waist, it's cool. Like CM Punk is just like, hey, these guys, they're trying to F on me. Like, he tried to use Ted DiBiase. He was like, these guys trying to F on me, man. So I think Mercedes Moné is just, and she'll play victim. And honestly, she's just so childish. But we're not done yet, Devin. There's more.
But wait, I was gonna say, there's more.
Can you see
Samoan
this?
drop. Yeah, I had to do that. Yes. Sorry.
So she talks about, of course, Devin has seen The Mandalorian. Of course, Devin is a huge fan of the Star Wars franchise. I don't want to. Am I exaggerating when I say that, Devin?
I'm a viewer. I'm a viewer of it, the franchise, I should say. I wouldn't say all that you. I know you probably think I wake up with a lightsaber in my hand, but I don't.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What you mean by that? What you mean by that? Whoa, whoa, whoa! You wake up with a what are you woo? Whoa! I was just talking about Sasha. I mean Mercedes Mone. What are you talking about lightsabers? Whoa! Come on now, you did not have to throw that out there, bro. You did not have to know what you do in the morning, bro. That's
look,
crazy.
look. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you. You know what? I got nothing. I got nothing.
A Jedi knows not these things.
This man is insane. This man is insane. Justin, Justin, you got that? You got that, Justin? You heard that?
This is the way. Look, I got all the quotes and catchphrases to get me out of this loop, man.
Yeah, to get me out of this loop. But Mercedes Moné did pop up, and she also talked about her being on The Mandalorian, and she talked about how WWE tried so hard to get her not to do that, and also, booked her on house shows to make sure she avoided filming for The Mandalorian. Here goes Mercedes Moné.
Acting, I really didn't see coming because I didn't know how those doors of opportunities were going to come, especially
I always
in
wondered
WWE. And I love WWE, but they tried so hard to not make me do The Mandalorian and put me on house shows when I was supposed to film, and it was pulling teeth.
Wow.
Just to get on that show, just to be a part of that show. So these new doors of opportunity here at AEW, I have all the time in the world to go do acting and more, and Tony will pick me up on the private jet to take me to the shows and back to the other show to film. So it's so beautiful. It's so cool that I get these new doors, and I feel like it's just the universe being like, we want you to be this beautiful superstar that we see you as. And acting, I really...
I hate her, Devin. I hate her with a passion, Devin. She just seemed like, oh my God, I can't stand her. You know who she remind me of, Devin? You know who she remind me of, brother? You know who she remind me of, brother? She remind me exactly of that racist white mustache wearing t-shirt tearing loser, Hulk Hogan.
I didn't know what was going on.
Like, that's crazy. Like, honestly, and I'm not saying Mercedes Moné is a t-shirt tearing, like, I'm mustache wearing, like nothing crazy like that. Brother. Like, brother. No, like, she thinks she's somebody. Like, it's just like, honestly, if she wants to go into, I think she's trying to go the Dwayne Johnson route. They see you as this. I ain't never seen somebody with a head that huge, bro. Like, massive. Like, it's insane, bro. She gets on my last nerves. I'm telling you. I promise. I put this on everything I love, and please let this happen. So this, and I'm not saying please let this happen so I can be like Devin, but like please let this happen. Like if she is outside my house, if she looking at my dingy ass car, and she's like, "Hey, this is a dingy ass car," and somebody, "Oh, Mercedes Moné outside your house," I'm not going out there. If anything, get the hell out of my house. Get the hell out of my yard. Stop looking at my dingy ass car. Get in your private jet with Tony Khan. Like honestly, now I know I'm making up scenarios in my head, but like honestly, like I'm making me sick. Like she bothers me. And like, why are you complaining about working? Right, Devin? Does that make sense? Right? And WWE, they tried to book me on house shows so I wouldn't act. No, they made you work. Like they made you do your job that you're contractually obligated to do. I'm sorry.
I mean, in that sense, the only the only standpoint I can see where it's a valid argument and you can be upset about it is if you inform WWE like, hey, these are these set dates that I'm gonna be filming. I need to be on set, and they're like, oh, okay, cool. And then the next day they're like, well, we need you at this house show. After you already priorly told them what was what. That's the only way I can see some type of contingency where you could be like, well, I already said something. You gonna schedule a house show anyway. I'm trying to play some type of advocate here. I'm trying to mediate ish.
No,
I guess it's not really a mediation if she's not here. But
if it's WWE, honestly, if she's in a program, you should do that. If I'm being 100% honest, you should do that. The only reason why, and here goes to Justin's point here. He says, look at how many people WWE has have went and filmed movies. Absolutely no way WWE was only making sure she did that. She didn't get to do that. Sorry, Justin, didn't get to do such outside ventures. Damn, Jesus Christ. But to Justin's point,
Wait.
they would get guys out of the way to film WWE movies.
And it's that John Cena in the club.
Yeah, John Cena, the Marine. Randy Orton. I forgot what was it, Condemned 2, that he got beat up by Kurt Angle for. Like all these guys, Liv Morgan, Chucky. Like Liv Morgan and all these other stuff. Like what? What I do?
Because I know we talked about this before, but I'm not trying to say you wrong. I just
we went over this. You gotta look. I'm not even gonna look.
You said it was Kurt Angle, right?
I swear it was Kurt Angle. Yeah, Kurt Angle. He put him in an ankle lock on Everything I Love. The referees came in and he let go. And then he put it back on, and he was gone for a couple days. Unless, oh wait, maybe that was a suspension. Huh.
It only was a whole show though, because it was like when you first mentioned it to me, you was like Condemned 2. So I'm like, okay, I can believe Randy probably was a Condemned 2. But I'm thinking like the first Condemned was with Steve Austin, if I ain't mistaken. And I thought that was like 07. So I'm thinking like Kurt Angle, he didn't come back to WWE till like 2018. So I'm thinking,
right. So I'm throwing it down. I'm like, maybe that was when he failed his drug test and he was out for like 60 days. Maybe that was the case.
So.
All I remember is Kurt Angle breaking this man's ankle in the middle of the ring, and this man was gone for months. So it was either a movie or a drug suspension, one of the two. But just know that's how WWE would treat you. And Liv Morgan, Chucky, right? Liv Morgan, she was doing other ventures, right? Yep. So that's recent.
That's made like 8 Marines.
The Miz made like 8 Marines, exactly. And he didn't even have to get written off. They was just like, Miz, ain't nobody gonna miss you, just leave. Just get about it. And so when you look at when you think about how this whole thing played out, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, man. But when you see how all this is played out, you can't look at Mercedes Mone and say, well, it's Disney. You're playing the Mandalorian. That has nothing to do with us. And you're going in and out. The schedule we own. Like, how WWE is with the scheduling, with the house shows. You have to get a grip, lady. I'm sorry. Like, you and the Mandalorian gonna have to wait, especially if they ain't affiliated with us and they using you, Sasha Banks, WWE star, and we ain't writing off on it, or even that, you're in the middle of a program. Who do you think you are? Like, come on now, like, they see me as the star I really am. No, I think Rhea Ripley is a bigger star than you, or at least should be a bigger star than you. And I put down everything I love. And I'm not trying to just pick on Rhea Ripley. Hell. You know what I'm finna say? You know what I'm finna say? It's just like, would I put Liv Morgan? Would you put Liv Morgan over Sasha Banks or Mercedes Mone?
Dang,
That's why I was breathing heavily. That's why I was looking like that.
Yikes! Man, almost made me say Jinkies.
I'm feeling it right now. I'm freaking Arizona.
Because see, look. Where's the pause? Yo, see, you talk about me.
That's what it's called. Arizona T Hard. It's called Arizona T Hard.
Regardless, that needs a pause. Just think somebody had their head turned around there. I'm not repeating it. Okay, look.
It's the freaking weekend. I gotta put the drink in.
I was like, please don't finish that lyric. I lost every track of my thought right now.
Liv Morgan or Mercedes Mone?
Oh, okay. Look, I'm like, what am I doing here? Mercedes Mone, I would say in the ring is just levels above. Like, it's just her. She's way more fluid in the ring than I would say Liv Morgan is currently. there's still room for improvement, so I won't just rule that out. But on the mic, they kind of. I feel like if they're heels, they're okay on the mic. It's them trying to do a babyface promo, just they can't do it. Mercedes Mone definitely can't because he seems like a face that's really a heel, and Liv can't do it because she just really sound. It's not really intimidating. When she a heel, there's a lot of leeway. Okay, my point being, it's a really close race. I'm gonna say Mercedes Mone because of experience in terms of being at that higher level. Liv just not got there.
Well, Justice says all of this just sounds like she's intentionally holding some pettiness so she can bash WWE and make it look like she fits in AEW. Honestly, yeah, and she's promoting AEW. Of course, she's champion. You know, she has to do a little bit of that, but like, honestly,
Tony's gonna pick me up in front of my house.
I just thought she was being a major.
I just don't like how they be. It's probably true, but I just hate how they just throw it out there about Tony. Like, oh yeah, man, if I need my toenails clipped, man, I call Tony Khan. He get that taken care of right away. I don't know. It's just and like I said, to me, that's a heel thing. Like if you a heel and I'm supposed to hate you like you were MJF back in the day. I say back in the day like that was a year ago.
Like okay, it was just a year ago, right?
Hey.
Don't feel like it.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Look how they massacred my boy. I'm telling you, man. They've been doing him dirty.
I'm supposed to meet with Tony Khan. I'm just, he got a lot to answer for. Yeah, I said like it's gonna be violent. He got a lot to answer for.
Speaking of someone that has a lot to answer for, I can't find this clip. I really can't find this clip.
It's
but
gonna be a wild segue.
Oh no, but it's Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai, unfortunately, we saw her on her own Twitch, talk about wanting an opportunity. You know, she was just like, just give me a chance. You know, like she was like, it's almost been, a decade. You know, just, she was just like, I'm crying thinking about it. But she was playing around. Like she was making light of the joke. She was making light of it, but she was really upset that she hasn't gotten an opportunity yet. And then, of course, we seen her on Monday Night Raw. She looks at the camera, it's my time, and then she's the one to take the pen. She's the one to lose in the situation. Then she just says, she goes on Twitter, and I forgot what her exact tweet was. Matter of fact, let me go and see what her exact tweet was. But Devin, you see Dakota Kai be real vocal on social media, just about wanting her time. She thinks it's her time to shine at this point. Are you okay with Dakota Kai doing that and expressing that on social media? Because like obviously to us it's probably nothing, but that could rub some people the wrong way, especially if you're, for the way some people might look at it, going on social media complaining. Your thoughts?
Well, I think it's a very cowardly thing to do. Like, why don't you just like show in the ring that you deserve this spot? Like, why go on Twitch or like social media to sit up here and go, give me a shot? Like, what? I'm just kidding. I can't be like you. I just can't.
I can't be like you.
I ain't got that venom in me. I can't. I be running from the smoke sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't even do that though. I'll be so genuine.
Look, but Dakota Kai, I'm not saying like her making like the plea of like, hey, I think I can, take that torch and run with it in terms of just everything. I was gonna say championship, but I mean, look, let's get the road paved and then we'll get there. But how can I say this?
Yeah, I'm like, is it hurting you? What's happening?
Well, because to me, I mean, a part of me is like, I see what you mean, because it's like doing it is like, trying to make give me a shot. I don't think that necessarily is the right thing to do, because it's a thing of really just, I would say, being patient. Because I mean, the thing is, you never know when they may want you to step up. I mean, you may not even be ready, but that's the whole thing of the test of once they put you in that spot and you can hold and show that you belong in it, then you're there. But at the same time, it's not like you want them to say like, hey, can I hop in that shoe real fast? I'll show you how good I am in that shoe or that spot. I just think at the end of the day, that's a decision you really can't force. You know, I don't think this would be like a Daniel Bryan type of or a Cody Rhodes type of movement of, you know, people rallying together like, yeah, I believe, you know, I agree. You should give her a shot, or she should have won Money in the Bank. I would
Oh,
just
so
say
you, so you tell us Dakota Kai to shut up and wrestle?
I'm not. I'm saying that. See, the thing is, I'm looking at it differently. I'm looking at it on both sides of the shoe. I'm looking at it as why she's making the plea, but at the same time, I can understand where it's not the right thing to do. Not the right thing, I should say. Maybe not the most effective that you would think it would be.
Honestly, yeah, I didn't know how to feel about that because I love Dakota Kai, but and then again, yeah, that's not the right way to go about it. I understand it's been almost a decade, as a lot of people have mentioned. Like it's been 8 years, like it's about time. But I mean, look how Piper Niven got her title shot, against Bailey. She said she just walked up to Hunter, hey, I'm shooting my shot, and he was like, it's about Clash at the Castle. She was like, yeah, it's exactly what it is. And Triple H said, yeah, we're working on it. I'm not saying Dakota Kai has to be like, oh, well, we gotta wait till we have a pay per view in New Zealand, and then I gotta, that's not gonna happen. I don't think, at least anytime soon. I think Dakota Kai's best bet is to seize the opportunity, and by doing that, that's by certain moments, certain moments that we get, moments of virality, and has to come on. I mean, don't you can we come to the conclusion that Jada Parker should be getting pushed sometime soon, right? Right?
Yeah.
Like, look at Lola Vice.
I ain't mean to do that. I don't
Yes,
want you to do that.
yes, Barry, yes, 1,000 times yes. He almost broke his neck. He's like, yes.
I was just saying, you know, I think her work in the ring and like her skills on the mic, I could see there's potential there.
Right, and then you have who else did I say? I say Lola Vice as well. They're putting the work in and they're growing up. Dakota Kai, you're seeing that move she has, that stomp that she has, that middle of the rope, that middle rope stomp that she has. We're seeing highlights of that. We're seeing clips of that. So show it in the ring. Show it. I don't have a problem with what she did. I just don't think that's the right way to go about it, and that's just how it is. Shout out to Justin. He says, shouts out to Miss Parker and Lola Vice, killing it right now. Man, that was a good match. Meechin and Miss Parker.
This is why I mess with the boss, man. Like, see, man, this ain't a gimmick. I'm telling you, walk into work, not tomorrow. I don't know if you gotta go, but whenever you come back and you ask who the boss is, it ain't gonna be who you thought it was. Justin gonna pop out. I'm Rick James.
Justin gonna pop out. It's not just Justin go pop out. Well, we can tell you a bunch of people that aren't gonna pop out to the next WWE event, and those are the released WWE talent. I think that was a pretty fucked up intro, a fucked up segue, but it is what it is. Hey, look,
it's like guys got the job done, but it was like one of those like bumpy roads.
Yeah, like it was. But look, Dijak was one of the ones that got released. He typed it up, signed it. Of course, he's doing podcasts now with the Maximum Male Models. I'm spacing on their actual names, and please forgive me for that. But your thoughts on everybody that's leaving WWE, and some of them not even getting noticed. Some of them we're not even hearing about. Natalia sounds like she's quietly exited. Ricochet has loudly exited. So just your thoughts on the ones that we're losing out on. I mean, it's Brooks just is still there, right? Like we keep seeing.
That's part of the story.
Yeah, I figured that was like this.
I forgot what Shawn Michaels said last night, but it was they supposed to give him an opportunity next week. So because at first I was confused too, I was kind of concerned, but I guess it's all the work, brother.
Cameron Grimes, I forgot another one. Cameron Grimes, y'all can kiss my grits. Yeah.
That one hurt.
Nah, it didn't hurt. I've seen him wrestle twice. It didn't really hurt me, honestly. Good guys,
I think he was just missing something. I don't know.
Honestly, yeah.
he was missing something, man. It's just gonna have to see him go out there and lose to somebody in like 2 minutes, and then he just gone.
But that's
But
the thing. I figured Cam. Oh, well, I'm sorry. You can go. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I ain't mean to. I was just saying Cameron
Oh
Grimes is
no,
one of those guys I figured we'd see again, like Drew McIntyre type. Not saying he's gonna come back as powerful as Drew McIntyre, but he'd come back. We'd see
hey,
him
you
again.
never know. May come back with a with a mohawk, with a beard. I don't know, but I want to first start with Natalia walking out of WWE. That's gonna hurt because I don't know. She just feel like the real like cornerstone of like the women's division in WWE. I just, I mean, granted, they're not really doing much with her. She's just there to kind of put other people over. But at the same time, it's a weird position because it's like if it's not going to be NXT that she dominates, I don't see them having her dominate Raw or SmackDown. And I think she wouldn't really benefit from being in a tag team division. So I don't know. A part of me feel like if she was to leave, I get it, but I would hate it a lot because I don't know. She, I'm sorry, you look like he itching to cook
No,
me.
no, not cook you at all. I'm agreeing with you. And one thing that I just wanted to like sprinkle in there. No, I think WWE out of everybody, they did her the dirtiest. Like to me, Natalia's wrestling royalty. Like wrestling royalty at its finest. So the fact that you're just treating her like she's just a random regular wrestler is BS. I think
Taking
that's
it for
crap.
granted.
Like they're screwing Natalia over just like they screwed her uncle over. So I just want to throw that out there. But yeah, your thoughts on the rest of the released?
Um, from Natalia, I would say Ricochet. I like I
Your
said,
thoughts on somebody else. Your thoughts on somebody else. Before you, where the confetti at? Where your confetti at? What you celebrating?
it was gonna be nothing but praise for the man. But since you don't want to hear what I have to, the praise I have to put on one of your heroes, that's fine. I will move on to Dijak.
What are my
Now Dijak,
heroes?
now Dijak, as we know, behind that door he got a Ricochet shrine, and it's like I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I get it. Um, Dijak, I was surprised with that because I just remember we were saying like I thought he was drafted to Raw, and then you just never seen him. And I don't know I don't know really where he would fit, but I think someone of his caliber in terms of if you put him in the right matchup with somebody like an Ilya, he looks like a powerhouse just because of the size. I'm trying to think. See, that's the problem. I'm glad I wasn't back there because I'd be like, bro, what we gonna do with you? I wouldn't have released him though. I wouldn't have never let his contract, get to that point because I think it could have been something. Because like I like the work he did in NXT, where he went back to NXT, I should say, and like his matches with. Well, I can't really say everybody has a good match with Ilya. I'm not just trying to trash Dijak in that way. I'm saying that I feel like there was still something there, but I feel like he'll go TNA ish. I don't I don't know. He might pop up. I don't know. I don't see him popping up in AEW. I
I
see
think
TNA as a. I think he gonna be behind my house.
no. And if you behind my house, I'd definitely go out there and get an autograph. Unlike some other people that would be behind my house and I just ignore them, and call security, and escort them out of the premises.
Dang.
Get out of my
Project over
backyard.
Mercedes.
Get out of my backyard. Get out of my backyard.
See, that's
all
the
they
thing.
do.
I'd be out there. I probably all beat.
Damn it, take me instead. Take me instead. You're crying as she getting put in the police car. It's like, honestly, when you think of everybody that got released by WWE, it sucks because AEW is everybody's best bet, but not for their careers. TNA, not for your career. Maybe if you want to build a new character and you want to, you know, take over TNA, which is a little easy, especially when you're coming from WWE, because they're gonna put the belt on you immediately, Dolph Ziggler. So I think that's just automatic from the get go. So, and you drop it quickly too. It's not really like you hold it for years and years and years type of deal. But if you want to go to TNA, hold a title, get some recognition, get some eyes on you, then hell yeah. I think TNA other promotions, AEW is just not a place right now. That it's just not in a good spot right now where it's able to push you to your fullest potential as a wrestler. And honestly, there was a point in time. Remember McFoley? I wouldn't trust WWE with my career. You know, that was 2 years ago. So honestly, it's hard. It was a slippery slope. I think we asked each other that question too like a couple years ago. You know, where would you rather go, AEW or WWE? And it's like WWE, you might have a chance, but you're able to learn wrestling the right way. AEW, you're not really wrestling as much. You're getting paid a whole lot. But if somebody dink you in your head, somebody dink you in your head, and it is what it is. Like, you know, you just gotta live with that big ass knot on your forehead for the rest of your life. Like, I'm sorry, but hey, but you get to fly on Tony Khan's jet, so it is what it is. But honestly, I think it's just right. I think it's so messed up for a lot of these guys that got booted out of the WWE. But it is what it is.
About myself, I'm sorry. Pros and cons.
Justice says so many times Dijak should have at least won the North American Championship once. They never pulled the trigger, and Dijak, yeah, insanely talented. I don't know why he never got an opportunity. I think he would have been a really, really great mid carder. Honestly, he would have put some eyes on people, and I think he would have solid. I think he was a solid talker. My favorite match of all time, him and Keith Lee, of course, him and Keith Lee. I always think about that match. Especially when he springboard like kind of senton on Keith Lee on the chair. Mamma mia! I think that was him. Was that him? I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I can't think of his name though.
Yeah, I forgot his name. I just seen him because he was calling a sporting event just a couple days ago.
He was just down the street at the gas station, man. I seen him on Pump 5, bro. I was like, Mamma mia.
No, I swear to you, it was like a soccer game. Me and Ismail was watching. Well, you know Ismail, the fans don't know Ismail. But like me and my roommate was watching. And his name popped up, and I was like, "Yo, he called wrestling. Like he called NXT. Like, and that was the first thing that I thought of. I'm sorry. So sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
It's exposing business, man. I can't do it.
Exposing the business.
What if this man didn't want his name public, man? Now he all exposed. Now he got to run.
Oh.
Leave his PlayStation on all night.
Mercedes Mone told Britt Baker, you had to get to the back of the line, bitch. Let me see what else we got here. Wow. Britt Baker said your ass was looking like a broken bitch with a broken leg. Mercedes Mone confident as a heel. They said she's great at her role. She's nailed it. The crowd doesn't deserve to gaze upon the glorious CEO. That's what somebody posted on social media. And I need them to do me a huge favor and delete their account.
Let me go retweet it real quick. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna go retweet it real quick.
Yeah, but it's not that deep for her. That's tough. Wait, so that's the thing. Is she a face? Okay, I really don't care. I mean, I'm not like I don't care. I don't. You know, they don't care about who's a good guy or a bad lady. I guess go watch it. You know what? And you know this helped me a lot in life. Okay, it's not that deep, but you remember my outrage with the TNT Championship when it was, I forgot what happened, and I'm kind of thinking my brain's doing that for me. Remember when it was like Powerhouse Hobbs and what's that man name? Wardlow. You remember when it was going? I can't. It's like PTSD. I can't think of how. But yeah, that didn't make a lot of sense, and it drove me crazy. I'm not gonna let this do the same. You know, I live and learn. Bumps and bruises. I live, I learn.
Oh dang! So it looks like Mercedes Mone pretty much muffed Britt Baker in the face. You need to go in the back of the line.
Well, why she didn't do that when she started?
Well, I don't know. That's a good question.
Because when she walked in, she was in front of the line. She ain't even like skip nothing. She ain't line jump, none of that stuff. So I don't know if that's a good argument to make. That's just me.
She got a shut the F up chant. So I mean, I guess she's a heel. You wouldn't be a baby face with those type of chants, right?
My point exactly. But ask them, oh, it doesn't matter. We're not here to tell people what to think. That we think we have smart fans, and I think that they should really understand that whatever they think is what it is. So if it's trash and they think it's trash, then it's trash. But it's really great. Okay, let me stop.
I haven't,
I promise you.
I haven't seen anybody with a Ricochet highlight, so I'm assuming he hasn't showed up yet. How
Look at
come?
that. He knew I was gonna be the. He was like, Devin
How
here.
come?
I can't do a shocking debut. You know, everybody do a damn shocking debut when I'm in town. Jacob Fatu, CM Punk come back. You know, The Rock pop out real fast. What else? You know, things like
You had
that.
you had to like the Rock didn't pop out when I was there. He
But
called me a
you knew he was
crackhead.
gonna. But you knew he was. That's the thing. You knew he was gonna pop out, and he insulted you in your house. I mean, you don't live in
See,
the arena. But see, when The Rock came out, he didn't even tell me. He was like, "I'm gonna just surprise you, because you know you didn't even know somebody like me was gonna be here, and I ain't
you
even
didn't
gonna
know
say nothing."
somebody like me was gonna be
He
here.
didn't even know. He was like, "They not like us." And he came out there. He didn't say a
He
word.
definitely
He
not
didn't
like us for
disrespect us.
sure.
He didn't disrespect us. He didn't call us crackheads. He didn't tell us to go home and smoke more crack. None of that. He respected us. He came out.
You
He
see what
did,
the
you
problem
know.
is? You just excited because he whooped the dude that whooped your hero at WrestleMania. That's the problem. That's why you was
Bro.
happy. You were the only person in the crowd. Yes, whoop him again.
Look at you
Whoop him
now.
again.
Look at you
Say it,
now, boy.
Brock.
That's what I was saying. I was like, look at you now. But no, that's the thing. When we gonna look back at WrestleMania 40, it ain't gonna look like Cody Rhodes whooped Roman Reigns. It's more or less like Roman tripped at the finish line. That's how that happened. Because had he not seen that crooked Seth Rollins over there, everything would have been fine. He would have whacked Cody with that chair because it was bloodline rules, so nobody could say anything. Hit that boy with a spear, fold him like a lawn chair, and I'd probably be doing this podcast by myself because you probably would have cried and tapped out because you couldn't
Hey,
take the reign of the tribal chief.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, or Roman Reigns and Seth at WrestleMania.
Mm, you know, a part of me wants to see WrestleMania because I really think you can really pull a lot into that. That can be generational, brother. No, I'm just kidding. But I do think that could be an all timer in terms of
Well,
build, in terms of just. I mean, to me, how far back is gone though? I mean, you got to think
no, but that's my
that
next
chair
question.
shot really. And that's my. I said WrestleMania.
No, I said that's my next question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm assuming this man about to fire me. That's why I'm ready.
If there's an opportunity to get Rock and Roman at Mania, are you still okay with having
Okay.
Seth?
Okay.
What do you
Okay.
do? What do you do?
I hate this dude, man. It's like you want tomatoes in your sandwich? Yeah, we actually ain't got none. So but okay, actually then yeah, I don't see that working for this SummerSlam though.
No, I'm just saying, like if there's a
Oh,
chance to get Rock and Roman at WrestleMania, do you move Seth and Roman to SummerSlam, or do you still say screw it? Seth and Roman is a Mania match.
oh no, Lord, rock and woman. That
Rock and
sound
Roman,
like
Rock and
rock
Woman,
and
Rock and
woman
Woman.
with Mania. No, yeah, rock and Roman at WrestleMania because it's already like Seeds Planet, and they can always just pull out like one of them back, curves of like everything Solo been doing has been, from Command of the Rock or something. Roman come back and what the heck. Um, like I said, there's already Seeds Planet, and that could be what off the championship, which people already knew that it wasn't needed. It was just a thing of getting to the point of no belt being needed. And I think it would make a lot more sense here than it would have made this year because he would have just popped out of nowhere and said, "I want to fight you because we're related." Now it'd at least be some type of siege. You can have time to plan this out. And Roman don't have it. He not tied to that championship no more. So WrestleMania 41, that's what I would be doing. And Seth and Roman, they could always finish this up at like the very like later stage of their like WWE career. I'm not saying Roman gonna pop up in AEW when it's all said and done.
No, that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
Liati, he just
Justin says, Rock gave us two great sayings. Look at you now, and off is the direction you can fuck. That's how he said it. He put it up.
that was a wild. Oh, you know what? I ain't mean to cut you off. I just thought about something.
Yeah.
Man, rest in peace to Sika, man. Roman's father. Now that I just thought about it, because what was that last Thursday. Yeah, I think.
Oh, I was letting you lead it. I was letting you lead it. No, I didn't.
Oh well, I mean, yeah. I just wanted to make a note of that. That was all. I hate that I just abruptly stopped and yeah.
Nah, rest in peace.
I was like, I probably could have had a better tribute.
Now, this is ignorance because I don't know. Was he one of the Wild Samoans?
Yes.
I just want to.
Him and I know Sika and Alpha. I believe so. Yeah, Wild Samoans.
I'm telling you, once you see,
I would say I've watched some of their matches, but I know you'll be. Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised. I know you.
No, I'm actually making. That's the thing. I'm actually making a wrestler on 2K, and the reason why this correlates. I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, I'm making a wrestler in 2K where his signature, like his go-to finishers, is like headbutts. And like every time you think of a headbutt, you go straight to the Samoans, and it's like, uh, it reminds me of this match with Saraya and Tamina. Saraya was always known at the time, Paige, of course. She was always known for headbutting people, so she would always headbutt. She went up against Tamina one time in NXT. She's headbutting her. Tamina's no selling it, so she's like, "What the hell?" So Tamina, right? Yeah, Tamina just headbutts her once. Paige over here rolling on the ground like she died. It's like, hey, you're a Samoan. That's just automatic. Hey, is this set in stone? And right, and it goes all the way back, to the Wild Samoans. Hell, even farther than that. Who was it, man? Who was it? It was the dark side of the ring, where it said somebody was, he owed somebody money or something, and he was like, "Hey, bro, I'm crazy. Like, don't mess with me." And he like banged his head on the box, like cut him open the hard way, opened himself up the hard. I forgot what it was. I forgot how the story is. He said he like opened up himself the hard way. It was like a Samoan, like dude, opened up
Was it like
the hard
Haku?
way.
Oh wait, no, not Haku. I'm sorry.
It was this season or last season. It was I forgot. I should never show it. So it was my fault. But yeah, honestly, it takes you back that far. Every time I think of Samoans or Samoan and heritage, with the exception of The Rock, because The Rock don't really be headbutting people. But it's not always
That's true.
right. Yeah, I'm like The Rock's the only one. That's because I don't know. He be letting his other side. He letting his other side take over. Yeah, I was like that's not his Samoan side that be trying to want to headbutt people. That's his other side that be.
Yeah, it's his fault too. It's his fault. He started this.
Yeah, no, yeah, he did start this, man. He definitely started that for sure. You got Jey Uso.
I'm telling you, it's too much. It's already. Didn't he be slow about it? That's what get on my nerve. You're not finna sit up here and punch me, and all I see is you in front of me.
Yeah.
That's like you. Oh, this like you on Twitch. This is my favorite move. I ain't feel like you do it.
I ain't thinking about it when I said it.
John Cena be standing on me. Oh, you can't see me. This is my favorite move. Yeah, you ain't finna do it.
See, now you just make me feel bad about it. I forgot what we were talking about now.
I'm sorry.
The Wild Samoans. Yeah. The head button. Justice says, one's up to the creator of the tribal chief. Hell yeah. Huge shout out. He also says, you're out of your mind if you ever think you can win a headbutt battle with a Samoan. I'm telling you. It's like set in stone. You're guaranteed to lose. Like, and that's the thing. I don't know if AEW follows that. That's the thing. I don't think they have that many. Well, if you're a Samoan and fighting AEW, you got bigger problems. I'm sorry. You got bigger problems. Your family hates you. That's the problem. Your family hates you. He says, it'd be cool with Jay hitting me after dancing like that if he didn't spit in his hand. Yeah, that's true.
See, the whole thing for me is just too much. Just punch me and get it over with. You ain't got to spit in your hand because now you just no.
See, but The Rock made it quick. He just well, the wind up was slow, but then as soon as he got here, it was quick with it. But Jey Uso was just like,
it felt more like charismatic and just like I felt like he was just like dancing on you. Jey Uso be doing it too slow, where it's like now you just disrespecting me. Like this ain't even about just you. No, just get it over with, man.
Did you like Bubba Ray? And then like grab his crotch.
Like I said, the motion is faster. It's when you sit up here and actually your whole frame of motion and turns into a slow dance, and we supposed to be fighting. You know,
Yeah,
you can
true.
talk crap if you want. Like, look at it. Like, yeah, you can't see me. That's fine because you're at least
Yeah, you
moving.
can't see me.
You're not
You
finna
see
sit up
me?
here
You
and
can't
punch
see me.
me and turn into a disco.
I'm sorry, that's my best. That's my best impression. Honestly, I just no, I just really I don't like it, but I'm living with it because he is a Samoan. This Samoan's family is just unreal. Like, and just think about it. Now we don't know what they're going to do with their lives, and what they do is what they do, and we're going to be proud of whatever they do as long as it's positive. But think about it. Roman has kids. The Usos have kids. I don't know about Jacob Fatu,
Yeah, he got
but
like 7.
right. And this man's a felon. Like, and this man's scarier than everybody
Don't
else.
do that. That man
Honestly,
is
look, he's scary. He's scary, but I'm pretty sure
true.
he's one of the coolest guys ever.
That's what I
When
was
you
gonna
see,
say. I was like, don't do that. I was like, don't label him like that.
you had to like you never met a cool felon before. Like, I know there's
I
cool
mean, you're
felons
right.
out
I'm
there.
just, I just did like he's a felon. Like, dang, why is he on my television screen?
Why is he on my television screen? No, that's the thing about WWE. You're a felon. What? And you're an athletic felon. When can you wrestle? When can you wrestle? They saw Booker T started licking their chops. Oh my God!
I can't.
You did what? Shucky
yeah,
Ducky
man.
Quack Quack. They was like, say no more, man. They was like, we gotta have this dude. Scott Hall, you murdered somebody? Yeah, bring your ass here.
See, man, I don't want to
It's
be.
like,
I don't want to be associated with this.
I want to be associated, but that's
I ain't
what
got
he.
number.
I'm not teasing them. I'm not clowning nobody. It is what it is.
I was like, you ain't finna have me walk outside and I see Jacob Fatu. I just can't. Because I don't even know. I might have to just try to get a time stone at that point.
You gotta get a time stone. I'm pulling out my phone. Jacob Fatu at my house. I'm living here at my crib, and he at my house. I don't know what y'all want me to do with this, but he at my house. I'm just like, y'all know this.
He said, like, the phone's gonna be a weapon. I pull out my phone.
I was like, I'm not saying he dangerous, but I'm just pulling my phone out because he here. Like, it is what it is. I'm just being cool.
You gotta do something.
Justin says, just think of Road Dogg with his dancing punches. Yeah, see, there's always somebody. Of course, you got Dustin Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, does it a little bit now. Well, not a little bit. He does it a whole lot. So, you're seeing that. Dustin Rhodes does it as well. I don't know. It's something that we can definitely live without. Honestly, it's something we can definitely live without. My laptop's dying, and I do want to get it to one more topic, Devin. I just want to get it to one more, if you don't mind.
See, I hope it do that. He can feel like me a few years ago when he tried to bury me. But I won't digress because I'm really respectful.
Did you see this?
In the midst of a story.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes was on, and that's the thing. I was doing the show iOS Izzy on Sports. I'm sorry, I gotta do that sometimes. But I was getting ready for the show, and this is Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark, a football player. He played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he has a podcast, of course, and he had Cody Rhodes on. And this is kind of like a little sneak peek of the documentary that's coming out about WrestleMania, or that just came out about WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes said that there were some sayings that he would be fine stepping aside for The Rock at WrestleMania, and he pretty much just went on the podcast and said that's complete bull jive. Here goes Cody Rhodes and his thoughts on pretty much the idea of everybody believing that he was perfectly fine standing aside for The Rock at WrestleMania.
Where we would butt heads
I'm sorry, I had to get that shit away.
is in the idea that you could just come back in the midst of a story that was taking place, and just because you're The Rock, you can step into the starting lineup and take WrestleMania for yourself.
Yeah!
And a lot of people will say he's The Rock, he can do whatever he wants. I even saw this really fun podcast with two wrestling heads just talking back and forth. Then they had said, they were like, I'm sure Cody's fine stepping aside for WrestleMania and then doing it later in the year. And in my mind, I'm thinking, that's insane. That's the Super Bowl for what we do. To get to the Sunday, the last day of WrestleMania, the last match is our literal Super Bowl. And it used to be financially, that was the thing, to get to that match was the big money match when the pay was all different at that point. The idea that somebody thought I would just be cool with it is they don't know me. That's nonsense. I've worked my whole life for this.
Yeah.
Rock should know I wouldn't be cool with it. And I think maybe that's an understanding that him and I have, is he found out, hey, I'm not cool with it. That's a good thing. Because you know who wasn't cool with The Rock was Steve Austin, and they made magic together. They rubbed together so much it created diamonds. They made magic together. So I do have a lot of respect for him.
And I could.
Devin, your thoughts on pretty much Cody Rhodes admitting that The Rock came in, tried to put his big muscular arms where they didn't belong, and tried to grasp onto Cody's WrestleMania chances and pretty much take his WrestleMania match. Your thoughts?
I will say first and foremost, I applaud Cody Rhodes because that's how you stand on business. Okay, I ain't gonna say it again.
I got a quick question. He also talked about the two talking heads. Why did you believe that it was okay for Cody Rhodes to step aside, and have Dwayne Johnson take still his opportunity? Because I feel like that's who he was referring to. He was referring to you.
See, that's the thing. Once he got to that point, I was like, yeah, he ain't talking about me, because I looked at this crazy because look, we can go back further. Because remember right before the Royal Rumble when CM Punk was like, oh, see WrestleMania coming around, they put you on the cover of 2K, life good. Don't let The Rock come in here and just take everything away from you. And what almost happened? Like CM Punk was like, bro, they gonna do you the same way they did me. I was champion for a whole year. I was hot, as he said. And
I was hot.
The Rock sure came in, beat him for the WWE Championship, and just said, okay, that whole year run you did, we're not gonna finish it at WrestleMania or whatever. And I'm gonna just lose to John Cena and whatever because it's a bigger match and it's a rematch of a match that was supposed to be once in a lifetime. Fast forward years later to WrestleMania 40, it made no sense. And I kind of like if they wanted to put The Rock in a spot where, all right, let's say Cody run the Royal Rumble where he can say, like, I won the Royal Rumble. Like, if I want to face Roman, I should be able to face Roman. You have no reason to come in and no term, but like, no reason in terms of storytelling where it makes sense for you to right now pop you in and take this match from me when we've been building this match from WrestleMania 39, and you want me to just be like, oh yeah, go ahead. I've been talking about finishing the story. That's the whole catchphrase for a video game. That's how big it is. But yeah, just go ahead, Rock. Just go ahead. Just do what you did 10 years ago. It's fine.
That's Devin standing on business moment. I'm in a video game, but it's cool. They actually do using my stuff for video games, but it's fine.
Like, yeah, it's fine. Like, they've been building this up for a year, but it's cool. I won the Royal Rumble, and that was one line I did like when it hit funny because I was there to laugh at it. When he was like, dang, it's my fault I won the Royal Rumble, my fault that I messed up everything. And it's like, no, it ain't your fault, but I get the sarcasm. So yeah, The Rock was doing too much. That's the thing, man. It's like Rock and Roman makes sense, and I can't wait to see it. Just you're not finna don't do this. You're not finna just bum rush a main event like that out the way. You just can't do that. And that's the thing. It's like when you think back, what if you were building up The Rock and Stone Cold at WrestleMania 17, and Hulk Hogan came in. Oh, brother, I'm gonna go against Stone Cold, and you have The Rock get beat by Hulk Hogan just for him to lose at WrestleMania to Steve Austin. What does that do for The Rock, really?
Man, you sound just like him. You sound exactly like him. What does that do for The Rock? What does that do for The Rock? You sound exactly like Dwayne Johnson. You sound like you wrote that up for him, man.
You make it seem. What am I supposed to say? Me? He is The Rock to me. It's only Will.
He's The Rock to me. Justin said, seeing this gives me more of a backing to not watch the wrestling documentary that just came out. Literally just tells you the documentary is a cover-up to cover up the fact that they messed up. And that's the thing. That's all, honestly, that's all documentaries. Like, if I see a HBO documentary about a wrestler, oh yeah, I'm in like Vice. Oh, I'm going to get the real. I'm not going to get that from WWE because I know I'm getting the WWE version. I'm Brett schooled Brett. I'm getting their version of the story. So usually when I see documentaries, I pick and choose. Like if I see an MLB documentary about Barry Bonds, they're not going to tell me the fact that this man was just cheated majority. They'll tell me he cheated here and there. They're not going to give me the ins and outs of, oh, well, this man literally effed baseball for years, type of a deal. So that's my thoughts. That's just my opinion. And I'm a documentary nut. Like, I love documentary. I watched a documentary on the history of a fastball. Like, I promise you. Like, I love it. I'm a nut. And shout out to Brian. Brian says, "What's good, fellas?" And I'm sorry, bro. Man, we just missed you because I was just gonna ask Devin a really, really important question. And I'm pretty sure you already know where this is going, Devin. I want to know: is there anything that you wanna? Oops. Is there anything that you wanna say before we close this show out? Oops.
There is, and I will make this quick because I'm gonna be respectful. I ain't gonna let this run out on him like he did me a few years ago. But that's the neither here nor there because it's a new day, as they say. Yes, it is. It's your boy Devin Lee Crimes Jr. And I feel really rushed right now, and I don't want to cut a bad promo.
Take your time, Pastor.
This man funny. I'm up here sweating my little CM Punk shirt. Oh, I will say, okay, basis everything. I don't hate AEW. I just did not feel like dealing with 4th of July traffic. I just cared about my own mental sanity and not being sweaty all day. But next time they are in town, I will be there. I'll be there and talking to Tony Khan, man. I'll be shaking his hand and be like, man, it's all good. Just stop doing that crazy stuff you be doing. And put your phone down. And I'm going to hand it back over to the number one hater in the nation. Isaiah Jackson, my computer about to die, Jr.
I'm gonna be right there with Tony Khan. I'm gonna be there. I thought I'm gonna be there. This man ain't finna be there next time, man. Ricky Starks ain't finna be like everybody finna leave AEW and they ain't finna give him no reason to go. He ain't gonna go.
No, I'm just kidding. That ain't really gonna be a reason. But I mean, look, wait, let us get people like Powerhouse Hobbs back. Jamie Hayter. I can't think of who else. I don't know. I really had no hope sometimes with them.
Look, man. Justin said, awesome show, guys. I'm pretty sure, hey, you're free over the weekend, right?
Yes, I will be because it is money in the bank.
Yeah, money in the bank, of course. I'm going to be streaming a couple days because honestly,
I know what money in the bank mean to me.
I'm going to be, oh my God. This man got lucky once.
We got good memories of money in the bank.
This lady won a title, got her ass beat multiple times. Had to get injured by a hero. Had to get injured by a hero, and then pretty much just Rhea Ripley had to revive her career.
Well,
well, that's the thing. I'll be twitching tomorrow. I might. Nah, I ain't gonna twitch tonight. I drank my Arizona tea hard, so I ain't going nowhere. So, what's it called? What was I gonna say? Oh,
free man.
No, stop. That's not the problem. That's not the look.
Proud about it too.
And I might look. I'm gonna ask Devin because I might just ask Devin tomorrow. Like, hey, can I? Because look, I got some LED lights. I'm gonna go crazy. We're gonna have this looking nice. So I'm gonna Twitch tomorrow, Friday, and I'm hopefully to do a podcast because I want to talk to Devin about Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, who should go on their own way and be more successful in their own right. Who deserves that right now at this moment, and that's. Justin, you drank the Arizona hard. Pause. No, bro, look.
You see what I'm saying?
Arizona tea,
but see,
hard.
That's the thing. You said this without the cup, the can in the frame, so people could just hear that without any type of visual evidence and think, "What am I doing here?"
Well, you the one that laid down with your lightsaber in your hand.
Well, see, that could be taken in a literal lightsaber in my hand. You said what you said. There's no escaping that.
There's no escaping what you said.
Yes, it is because a lightsaber is an actual fictional object. But when you said all together, if you said that in a room and nobody could see you, but they heard you, they gonna look at you kind of weird when you walk out.
I said I
drank
Arizona tea.
But if I woke up with a lightsaber in my hand, I could be talking about an actual lightsaber, but you saying I drink.
No,
I'm not saying what you said because I don't want the sound bite on me. So,
bro, if you really think I'm just gonna walk up to people, hey man, you drink Arizona teas hard, it's just like that's crazy. Like, I need to get arrested immediately.
But if I say, hey man, you ever wake up with a lightsaber in your hand? I mean, it could be. Look, we might be both on the right. I put it like this: My pause is not the same as your pause.
Yeah, my pause is better, man. My pause made valuable sense here.
Your pause is like very needed for your sentences. Like it's literally the only thing holding it together. Okay, I'm sorry, I
Speak.
forgot your computer died.
Well, speaking of that, just real quick, I did finish the GM mode. I did finish GM mode. I was in first place until I got to WrestleMania, and Theodore Long, he only needed one more trophy, and that's pretty much all he needed. No, don't do that. Don't do that. He literally only needed one more trophy. Like he literally only needed one more trophy, and so I had no choice. Like I was gonna lose anyway. Like so, but the thing is, I have a question. I have a question before my computer died. Is I made it to the Hall of Fame. So even though I came in second place, but I made it to the Hall of Fame, did I still win? How do you what would you call that?
Man, you choke, man. Come on, how you get to WrestleMania? That's like I said, like that's like Roman and Cody. Like Cody only won because Roman slipped on a banana peel. Like whatever, man. Choke. You know, we want definitive wins. You supposed to be in first place. Ain't nobody ever sat up there and said, I want to be in second place when I get older.
You know, that's crazy. That's
I'm
crazy.
just trying to hype you up for the next season. I ain't trying to take away for nothing.
You want me to play another season of GMO? You know what, I will. And I have.
I didn't want you to be like, well, Devin, since you want to be disrespectful, because I'm trying to be enlightened.
I'm gonna keep playing with multiple GMs until because I'm saving the 1v1 for when the smoke come to town.
I'm gonna give it a try too. I just
You ain't
I
gonna
don't
give
think
it
I'm
a try. You better get smoked.
See what I'm saying? That's all we need. Is that type of motivation right there, ladies and gentlemen? That's how you get it started. As the Black Eyed Peas said.
Justice says, if you made it to the Hall of Fame, then you won for sure. That's the thing. Yeah, it said I was a Hall of Famer, and then it said, did you want to retire? So, and obviously, since I did it on Twitch, I'm like, I ain't coming back to this. So
I made Donald Trump in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm tired, man. I'm so sick of people coming in here bitching at me for no reason. Oh, don't you think I did a good job? And if I don't give them a 50K to 100K, they're gonna leave. Go to hell. No, I ain't gonna give you money so you can stay. EAD. Acronyms. Earn a degree. Earn a degree. Yes.
Here we go. There we go. Yeah, come on, level it up in here.
That's exactly what that acronym means. Eat a
Lock
degree. Earn a degree. Earn a degree.
Dang, this degree looks pretty good, man.
Earn a degree. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. My computer's about to die completely. I'll see you